Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the live stream Tuesday morning Bitcoin Basics, where we'll talk about Bitcoin and the basic functionality of Bitcoin, how it works, what it is, what wallets are, what they do. I'll take questions and I'll do my very best to get them answered for you. You can throw them out there. I'll see what I can do. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Let's get started. All right, good morning. Thanks. I see a couple of people already in the stream throwing out questions. Everybody's curious. That's a good thing. I'm going to pop out my chat over here so that I can get it out of our way and I'll be able to see it. And we can go back over here. Let's see here. So, welcome, Joey. Welcome, Wout John Fitzgerald Jacobs. Good to have you here. Formal spam. Good to have you here as well. Let's start with John's question. Wout John Fitzgerald Jacobs from Belgium. He's asking about Bitcoin and anonymity. Well, I hate to break it to you, but Bitcoin is not anonymous. It's pseudonymous, which means that you really don't need to have your personal information attached to a Bitcoin transaction like you do a bank transaction or a credit card transaction. As you may no doubt be aware, if I use a credit card, then of course my name and my address and all that information is part of that transaction, right? It has to be in order for it to verify that I am the person that owns that card or has control of that card and that bank account. But Bitcoin is different. The only thing that I'm required to present when completing a Bitcoin transaction is my private key. Now that happens sort of under the hood, so I know that throws a lot of people when I say that. But your wallet, when you install your wallet, either on your phone or on your computer, there is a private key created when you initialize that wallet, when it's empty, or when you first start that wallet. Now, you may withdraw some Bitcoin from an exchange. You may buy some Bitcoin somewhere like Coinbase or Binance US or Bittrex or Gemini or wherever you buy your Bitcoin. You'll, if you have created your own wallet, which is kind of what I'm all about, right? We want to learn how to be able to create our own wallets and store our Bitcoin in our own wallets. When you do that and you withdraw Bitcoin from your exchange to your wallet, all of that information is recorded on the blockchain. And when you send Bitcoin from one place to another, all of that information is recorded on the blockchain. In order to do that, if I have my own wallet, my private key that the wallet created for me, right? The private key is a long number. It's stored on your computer or your device, however you create this wallet, whatever type of wallet it is. Some hardware wallets, like the Ledger Nano X, the private keys are stored on this device. But in order to send Bitcoin out, I must present my private key, right? I don't have to present my name and address and all that stuff that I need to when I do a bank transfer or a credit card purchase. But I do need to present my private key. It is used mathematically, cryptographically, in order to validate that transaction. So in that sense, Bitcoin is synonymous, right? I don't need my name in order to send someone Bitcoin or receive Bitcoin. But all of that information is stored on the blockchain and is freely available to anyone that wants to take a look at it, right? Now, there are some things you can do to increase your privacy to a certain extent. But in modern day in our modern day world, there are a lot of analytics firms out there that analyze the blockchain, and they can be hired by businesses and governments to trace Bitcoin transactions and pair them up with IP addresses, or the people that where the computers are located that the transactions are coming from. So all of that information can easily be used to identify you, right? So what can we do? Well, the first thing is not everybody out there is trying to trace our transactions, right? If I just want to, as Wout put out in his question, he wants to be able to send Bitcoin addresses to customers, friends, family, and have them send Bitcoin. That's great. That's wonderful. So the key here is there are wallets like this Ledger Nano Ledger Live interface to my Ledger Nano X, which do a pretty good job of generating brand new receiving addresses every time I want to send somebody a receiving address, right? Part of that, the functionality of a wallet is being able to generate a public receiving address so that I can send you the location of my wallet, right? My wallet isn't going to do me much good if I can't receive Bitcoin, right? Now, when I withdraw from an exchange, I generally will generate that address for myself and send the Bitcoin to myself, right? That's part of how you use a wallet, right? But if you want to have someone out there send you Bitcoin, then you can generate an address from your wallet. And the way you can do it on a ledger is you verify the address, and the Bitcoin wallet will create or generate a brand new receiving address for each transaction if you do it right, right? And that will increase your privacy and anonymity. So to a certain extent, right? So your friend, when he gets that Bitcoin address, he can look up that Bitcoin address on the blockchain, and as far as he can tell, it's just a brand new Bitcoin address, and it has no transaction history. So when he sends you Bitcoin, he can't trace that address on a blockchain explorer to see your total transaction history. Now, if I use the same address over and over again, then everyone that sees that address will be able to see all of the transactions that I have received on that receiving address, right? That's why you should use a wallet that generates a fresh address each time. And if you're concerned about that, then you should manually go through that process. Now, there are certain situations where it's not a big deal. If I don't really care, I've got some donation addresses that are reusable. I just post them on my YouTube channel. I don't really care that people can see how much people have donated to me. I could refresh those occasionally. And some businesses, for tax purposes, like charities, reuse the same Bitcoin address so that during tax time, they can present that and, a record of all of the donations they've received. And other people, too, when they donate, can see, how other people have been donating, right? So there are certain situations where it's good. So let me just do that real quick. Let's take this Bitcoin address here. As you can see, there's some Bitcoin in here, about $300 worth of Bitcoin. And I would like to have someone send me some Bitcoin, right? So I'll hit the send, I want to receive it, right? So I'll hit receive here, and I'll hit continue. Now, it wants me to connect my device in order for it to properly generate a new Bitcoin address for me, which is verifiable on my device, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do it properly so you guys can see. So there's my device. I'm at what's called the home screen. I have different apps here for different cryptocurrencies that I can navigate back and forth, right? But right now I'm trying to generate a Bitcoin address. So I need to get in to the Bitcoin app on my device. So I'm going to hit both buttons here. And you'll notice that my computer screen, which is running Ledger Live, will now recognize that I've entered the Bitcoin app, and it's going to generate a brand new receiving address for this wallet, right? No one has ever sent Bitcoin to this wallet using this address, right? And I can verify it on my device and double check it to make sure that it matches the one that's on my screen, right? That's a security failsafe. Now that I've seen that it is, I can hit copy that into my clipboard, or show QR code, right? And I'll go ahead and verify this on the device. I'll hit both buttons, and there we go. So there's my Bitcoin address, right? So let's copy this into our clipboard, and let's go over to a blockchain explorer. All right, the Bitcoin blockchain.com Bitcoin blockchain explorer works pretty well. Let's go ahead and use that. There are a lot of them out there. All right, let's paste in that Bitcoin address. We'll hit search. And so there you go. 0 transactions, 0 total received, 0 total sent, and 0 final balance, right? So that address reveals really nothing about that Bitcoin wallet, right? As you can see, the Bitcoin wallet has some Bitcoin in there, 0.029. Well, we can dismiss this, right? We don't need that anymore. We've got that address in our clipboard now. So there are transactions in this wallet. You can see there's several transactions coming and going. But because I generated that brand new address, that history is now revealed. Right? Now, like I said, there are higher end organizations that do blockchain analysis, and they could probably find ways to discover more about that Bitcoin wallet based on internet traffic and all that kind of stuff. But for a normal friend or customer, this would be the way to do that, to keep at least your transaction history private, right? We're not totally anonymous, right? But at least we're maintaining a certain amount of privacy. All right, so I hope that answered your question. Now, I noticed there was another early on question, and that's, where is my darn, here we go. Yeah, the question was about staking. Now, there are, staking is a word that's being thrown around a lot lately. And at its core, staking is holding cryptocurrency in your own wallet and delegating that cryptocurrency to some kind of third party so that they can improve their nodes on the proof of stake network, right? Not every blockchain is proof of work like Bitcoin. Some of them are proof of stake, like the Tezos network. And as you can see, I've got some Tezos in this wallet, and it's currently being delegated to a validator. So I'm basically lending them the use of my cryptocurrency, and I'm earning interest on that. You can see that I'm getting these small transactions periodically because I've got this wallet delegated, or most or all of the cryptocurrency in this wallet is delegated, right? That's staking at its core, right? I'm lending the cryptocurrency to the network and earning interest. Now, because I'm doing that, this wallet is locked. I cannot send any Tezos out, right? I can't send Tezos out right now because it's locked. I can't sell my Tezos because it's locked. I'm delegating. But that's not really that big of a deal because I can undelegate it at any time, right? Over here in my controls, I can just end the delegation and sell this cryptocurrency. So I have total control, right? I could change my validator. I could add more Tezos to this validation or this delegation, pardon me. And so it's a great way to earn interest on cryptocurrency that's just sitting around. But the question that Formal Spam asked had to do with delegating your cryptocurrency on the Binance cryptocurrency exchange. That's not quite the same thing. If we use a cryptocurrency exchange, that we're holding cryptocurrency in that exchange account, well, first of all, that cryptocurrency is not really uh, being held in a wallet, right? It's being held on an exchange. I don't control that Bitcoin. I have a legal claim to that by virtue of being the account holder, but I do not actually possess that Bitcoin. So if I take the Bitcoin that's on my Binance account and I whatever delegate, I think they may call it delegate or stake, it's not the same thing as doing it from my own wallet, right? If I do it on Binance, then it's more like I'm lending it to Binance. They have control over it. And yeah, I'm supposedly I can end that delegation and withdraw that Bitcoin at any time. But it's not quite the same thing as delegating from within my own wallet, right? When I delegate on Binance, I'm basically just depositing it with them and earning interest. I'm still earning interest. It's still my Bitcoin, but I don't control it in the sense that you do with your own wallet, and I could become separated from that Bitcoin. Um, their exchange could get hacked. Their exchange could get shut down. The IRS could seize my Binance account. There's a lot of things that can happen to your Bitcoin on an exchange that would quickly open your eyes to the fact that it's not really your Bitcoin until it's in your own wallet. So, but I mean, it's safe. It's not like Binance is going to collapse or get hacked tomorrow. It's a pretty safe bet that Binance will be here tomorrow and the next day and probably 10 years from now. But, strictly speaking, that's not really staking. All right, so let's see. What else is going on here? Okay, and then you're asking me about paper wallets. What's the difference? Well, the difference is if it's on a paper wallet, whether it's a printed paper wallet with a Bitcoin address on it, or it's just a sheet with your backup phrase on it, your Bitcoin is basically and if you've written down that backup phrase on a piece of paper and then deleted the wallet, so the only thing indicating your ownership of that Bitcoin is that piece of paper, then basically you've created a paper wallet that's separated from the internet, right, and the blockchain. So no one can move Bitcoin out of that wallet. They could send Bitcoin into that wallet if you gave them a receiving address for that wallet. Even though it's on paper and in a drawer somewhere, it's still an address on the blockchain. If you gave out the address to someone, they can still send you Bitcoin, right? And you can still send Bitcoin in there and you can still check your balance, right? As long as you have a public address that you can use on your computer. But as far as sending Bitcoin out, there's nothing, you can't do anything until you've restored that wallet to like a working wallet that has some functionality, right? So that's the big difference between a paper wallet and a regular wallet, right? So we're looking at my Ledger Live here. This wallet, even though it's the private keys are stored on this device is active, right? I can use the device to sign transactions. I can use the wallet to check my balance and send and receive cryptocurrency easily and conveniently, right? This is a functional wallet. It's working. It's still protected. The private keys are still protected, but the wallet is still active and I can send and receive Bitcoin at will, right? No big deal. Egbertina Eve. Hello from the Netherlands. No consent. Rex, hope you're okay. Nice to see some green in the market. Me too. I'm glad we're seeing some interest in the market. Cryptocurrency is up. That's a good thing. Wondering if I should sell Bitcoin or hold. I'm not really here to give you investment advice. That's your thing. I'm here to answer questions about technical questions about how Bitcoin works, how wallets work, and that sort of thing. I'm not here for to give financial advice. Let's see. V. Radhakrishnan. My country is India. In Brave browser, I can't transfer my cash to bank. They said that no services in your country anyway. Okay. Well, he's talking about Brave browser, and perhaps he's talking about earning BAT token from within the browser, right? In Brave rewards, right? Let's see. As you can see, the month just ticked over, so there's 0 BAT in my wallet right now because every month and then there's, look, it says estimated pending rewards, 16.6 BAT, which is worth $3.80. And if I want to withdraw the BAT from my wallet, then it will launch my Uphold wallet. And from my Uphold wallet, then I can transfer the BAT wherever I want, right? I could send it to an exchange, sell it, transfer it to one of my own wallets. BAT is a ERC20 token. You can store it in an Ethereum-based wallet. But if they don't have Uphold in India, then I guess there's really no way to get your BAT out of the Brave browser. Let's go back here, right? Right. So you'll have your wallet that's built into Brave, but there's no way to withdraw anything if Uphold is not supported in India. So yeah, there's really not much to be said about that. All right, let me go ahead and let me do this. Let's go ahead and log into that Uphold wallet so we can see what's going on there. I need my two-factor authentication. Let's go there. Okay, Brave. Uphold. I need my Uphold. I got a list of codes here on my Google Authenticator. All right. All right. And so there you go. I'm in there. And as you can see, there's some value in here, right? I have several wallets in my Uphold. There's a little bit left on my US dollar card. Let's see, I'm sure there's some more. Yeah, there's a little bit of rewards in my Twitter wallet. So, if you can claim your social media accounts with BAT, right? There's a way to do that, like Brave Rewards. So basically, you just verify that you're the owner of those accounts, right? So I don't know if you've ever noticed, but when you're in Twitter, let's see here. I could tip people in BAT, right? I could tip somebody that's a tweeter, somebody that tweeted something that I liked. I could tip them some BAT, right? And people can tip me on Twitter, right? And then I guess people can tip me on my YouTube channel and my let's see what else. They got a couple of things here that you can. We were looking at it just a second ago. What happened to it? Oh, I guess I moved away from it. Oh, here. Sorry. GitHub, Reddit, YouTube. You can see some people have tipped me on YouTube. So, but yeah, there's nothing you can do to get a hold of that BAT in your wallet unless you've got an Uphold account, I guess. Okay. Ant-Man is talking about that there's a lot of people thinking that Bitcoin is anonymous, that are using it for illegal transactions, and they're getting caught, right? That's how they took down the Silk Road. They were able to, and this was years ago, right? they were able to link the computer and the location of the computer to transactions on the Silk Road. And they had that guy. They had used analytical tools, internet tools, to narrow it down to a certain extent. And I guess I can't remember the guy's name. I think Aaron Schwartz. I'm not sure if that's the guy that was running Silk Road, but he had done some anonymous chats within uh, the Tor network that were slightly revealing as to where he was and what he was doing. And then they put surveillance on him somehow. They suspected it was him. And then after they had him under surveillance, they were able to tie transactions and messages that he sent to his computer, because they had, they knew that he was home and they knew he was on his computer, and they were able to tie him to those transactions. So yes, Bitcoin is not anonymous, right? We talked about that earlier. John Papadopoulos, new to my channel. Good to have you here. How to use the Grin wallet. I don't have the Grin wallet installed. Unfortunately, I cannot demo that for you right now. The Grin wallet is a little difficult to use, but basically you'd have to go download it from their site, right? Grin. Right, there are several wallets that you can download. Here's the Windows version. You would go to Grin MW, download the Windows version of the wallet, and once you've got it installed on your computer, there are some tools that you can use to generate a Grin address that you would send to a friend, and then they could send it back to you. But like I said, I don't have the wallet installed at the moment. I don't have any Grin. So, but that's basically, and this is kind of the same for almost any type of wallet. So, for example, how do I use the ADA wallet, the Cardano wallet? Well, you would just go to the Cardano website. All right, and find out a little more about the coin, and then get the wallet, right? Almost every cryptocurrency has some kind of wallet that you can download and install on your computer for sending and receiving and storing that cryptocurrency, right? It's basically just a piece of software, all right? Now, the Ledger Nano X is a hardware device that stores the private keys of multiple cryptocurrencies. And that wallet I was showing you earlier is Ledger Live, right? As you can see, I can store multiple Bitcoin accounts. I can store Ethereum and ERC20 tokens. I can store Stellar, Tezos, Tron, XRP. There are a lot of different cryptocurrencies you can manage in Ledger Live, right? So it's a multi-currency wallet. And then there are also other free, because you got to buy a Ledger Nano, but Atomic Wallet is free. You can download that and install it on your computer, and you can store Bitcoin in there. Just make sure that your computer is secure physically, right? You don't just have your computer out on your porch where people can happen by and gain access to it, right? You want your computer inside your house and keep your doors and windows locked so people can't access your computer. You want your computer secure on, software-wise, right? It's got antivirus, it's got anti-malware, and then you use your computer smart, right? You don't click weird links, that kind of stuff, right? So as long as you keep your computer secure, as long as you write down the passphrase that gets generated when you set up an Atomic Wallet and keep it in a safe place, then you can manage your cryptocurrency and keep it safe. I don't know about Grin being a scam. It's not one of the hot top tier cryptocurrencies out there, But it was, for a while there, a lot of people were looking into Grin. It's kind of got its own following and everything. Let's see. Many thanks for the time offered to replying to my questions. Much appreciated. No problem, formal spam. Thanks for coming early and throwing up questions. Max Schlossberg from Slovakia. Wow, that's cool. Thanks for joining us, Max. I guess today I do this in the morning in Michigan. It's 9 a.m. here, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But it looks like it's fairly convenient for some of you people that are in Europe. I'm glad to hear that, right? That's kind of why I started doing this one, because I do one on Friday night. That's, mostly for people in the U.S., but there are some people in England and some other places that join in. But I did this because I know I have a lot of users that are in different places around the world. So hopefully, either this one or the one I do on Friday is convenient for you to join in and ask questions. For privacy coin, recommend XX coin. Do some research. The team is really good. David Chan has been in the game since 1999. All right. XX coin. All right. There we go. All right. So, cookies. All right. So we're talking about, we've been talking about Bitcoin, which is pseudonymous, right? I can use a Bitcoin wallet. I don't need to give you my name and address in order to send and receive Bitcoin transactions. But those transactions can be traced, right? But there are privacy coins out there that take the next step where the information that is sent and received is encrypted so that there is privacy in the transactions. And then you can use Tor and other things like that to increase that security. So XX coin is a privacy-based coin. The biggest privacy-based coin is Monero. I mean, by market cap, I guess. I'm not sure. Let's see. I know that Zcash is also. Let's look over at marketcap.com. Bitcoin's up at 10,151. Pretty cool. Let's see. None of these are really privacy coins. Litecoin, I think, is going to be adding some privacy features. Yeah, looks like the first privacy coin by market cap is Monero, right? And then Dash has some privacy features built in. And then Zcash is another privacy-based cryptocurrency. And then, we're talking about XX coin too. There are some other privacy-based coins. And those coins attempt to obfuscate the sender and receiver of transfers, right? Hello from LA. How can I find my referral link on Brave? Oh, okay. So let's see. Okay, so I've downloaded Brave and I want to send my referral link. That's a good one. I've done it myself. I'm not really sure how to do that. I've done it in the past. Let's see. Let's just Google it. I'm not sure, but I think maybe you need to join Brave Rewards. Yeah. All right, so let me copy this for you. Hey, Mr. David is here. Hello. Can you tip bat to yourself? I don't know. I've never tried. I'm afraid maybe the universe will explode if I try. So you need to become a creator in order to generate a referral link. And like I mentioned earlier, you can be a Twitter creator, a Reddit creator, a YouTube creator, a Twitch creator, in order to generate an account, to create an account that will allow you to, they'll give you a referral link, right? And so, like on your Twitch channel or on your YouTube channel, you'll have a link that people can click to download the browser. And you'll notice here, if I can find it. Okay, honey. Be careful. Let's take a look at this. By the way, check out my description. I've got some referral links there for crypto.com, Ledger, Cointracker. Where is my Brave? There it is. Let's put that closer to the top, right? Like I said, I did this because I created a creator account, right, with Brave. I guess it doesn't work if you're just using the browser, right, and you want to refer other people to that browser. It would be cool if you could, but I think you need to have a creator account in order to do that. So did I link you guys to that? Yeah. So there's the link to become a creator, and like I said, you will need to have. I don't see where they talk about it. You'll need to have some sort of account where you create your own content. And it could be a Twitter account. I mean, Twitter, anybody can have Twitter, right? And then, or if you have a website too, you can do it with a website, right? So your own website, your own publication, your own YouTube, your own Twitch, right? So there's a lot of these that will, let's see if I hit sign up. Oh, well, it's going to want your email first. I've already got an account, so I can't really show you all of the, I'm just naming them off for you. But there's, like I said, if you have your own website or your own publication, I guess blog of some kind, but Twitch, YouTube, and like I said, Reddit, GitHub, and Twitter will qualify you for that too. So that'd be the way to go. Oh, good. I'm glad it's convenient for you, Max. Thanks for joining. I can understand more from my channel than Greek ones. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Too bad I don't speak much Greek. I tried a while back just for my own edification to on Rosetta Stone to learn Greek. And I don't know. I sort of got the alphabet down to a certain extent. I sort of got hung up on the pronunciation because you get to a point in the Rosetta Stone where they'll give you a sentence and they'll ask you to say the sentence back. And if you can't say it back properly, the microphone will pick up what you say and go, that's not correct. And you're like sitting there trying to say the same sentence over and over. It gets kind of frustrating. But anyway, so I don't speak Greek, but I find the Greek language fascinating. Not many people realize the New Testament was written in Greek. Paul the Apostle was Hellenized Jew from, I'm not sure exactly where he was from, around Jerusalem maybe, but he was in the Hellenistic world. So Greek is a very important language to Western culture, right? Cool stuff. GS Bacon, what's your opinion about FHT, Phonem, and Pi Network? Download Brave with your link and use crypto.com referral. However, they have really bad customer services. Well, I've found that, people in the U.S., most people, when you talk about customer service, they mean I just want to pick up the phone and talk to somebody. A lot of businesses are not really set up for that, right? That requires, a whole staff of support people. Now, in general, even the big companies like IBM or Hewlett Packard, they farm all that out now. So when you call those kind of companies, yeah, you get a hold of a human being, but it's usually someone in a foreign country like India or the Philippines or whatever. And it's not that there's anything wrong with them or that. but you're not really getting a hold of the company. Internet-based companies have ways to get a hold of where you have to fill out a web form or send them an email. I've found some cryptocurrency exchanges like, say, Binance or Binance US to be reasonably responsive. Crypto.com, I've sent them a few, but I can't just pick up the phone and call them, right? So I know that's going to be a little frustrating. But Ledger has the same issue. A lot of people have trouble getting a hold of Ledger. They're based in France, so they may not have a lot of people on staff that speak English and can man phones. But like I said, they're reasonably responsive to emails and web form inquiries, right? Not always, right? Sometimes you might get a response right away that says, hey, we got your question, but you don't get your answer for a few days. And I know that's frustrating, but that's kind of the nature of the beast, right, these days. Downloaded Brave with my link and used crypto.com referral. Thank you very much. Formal spam. I appreciate it. Kalispra for good evening when you make the video and are addressing Europe. Another Greek here. Kalispera. Hopefully, Kalispera. I hope I said that right. What's up with Pi? What can we do with it? All right, let's look at that. I'm not sure. I've heard of it, but let's see. What are we looking at here? PHT. Well, here's the easiest way for me to find out a little bit about a cryptocurrency. I like to go over to CoinGecko.com. When you're on CoinGecko.com, you can paste in. I guess this is it. I don't know. Pi Network, Photon. Let's see if this is it, right? I don't know if that's it. Let me look here. Pi Network. Okay. 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 Yeah, you got it's like I'm not a big fan of cryptocurrencies that, you have to know somebody in order to get on the blockchain, right? Pi is free. All you need is an invitation from an existing trusted member of the network. Well, okay, I don't know anybody that's on the Pi network, right? So what do I got to do in order to get my account set up? I got to pay somebody that's willing to like sell their access. And then I'm like, who do I trust? And it's just I'm not a big fan of these. Like you can't join until you've someone already has joined, right? You can't join unless you're a member or you know a member. So anyway, this is it. I don't know what the coin is called, so I don't know if this is it. That doesn't look like it. Let's try Pi Network. Whoops. Oh, okay, that's it. Well, this says IOU. Yeah, that's it right there. Right. So it looks like a cryptocurrency that you can download the wallet. And if you can find somebody that already has an account and get an invitation, you can get set up and they'll give you free Pi, right? No, nobody's turning down free Pi, right? But it's kind of there's a lot of coins out there that I mean I don't know much about this, but there's a lot of coins out there that they'll give them to you for free because they're pretty much worthless. They might have at some point, if their business model is good, have a way for their coin to be valuable, and then all those free pies that you received when you were running their wallet or whatever, make you rich down the road. But there's a lot of coins like that that remain worthless, right? So I don't know much about this particular one right here. First time I've encountered it. But you can download the app, put it on your phone, and start playing around with it. And I'm sure there's a way to get an account set up if you're willing to pay somebody small amount. I don't think it would be that much. EOS works like that too. There's a few cryptocurrencies out there that are like you got to join the club, right? Okay. And if someone invites you, then hey, whatever. Maybe that'll, John says he'll invite me, so that's pretty cool. It's good to have friends. I don't know. It might not be a bad thing. It might be worthless. It might not. Like I said, all coins were worthless at some point, right? Bitcoin was worthless when it was first created, right? It had no one was willing to pay anything for it when they first started it. It took time, right? Oops. That's my CryptoDad email. If you guys want to shoot a question, I'll do my best to get that answered. The thing about my email is I get a lot of questions from people. Sometimes I don't understand what they're trying to ask me, right? And so there's not much I can do. And sometimes it's obvious that it's not just a simple question, right? They need help with something, and there's not much I can do about that either. But and then there's some people, they don't even ask the question, right? They just shoot me an email that says, "Please help me, sir," or something like that. There's not much I can do about that. But if you send me, a reasonably rational email, oh look, he just sent me the email. That's cool. If you send me a reasonably coherent email with a specific question that I can answer, I usually will. I've had some people where I've gone back and forth a few times to get them straightened out. I'm more than happy to help out, if it's a rational question, right? But please help me, sir, is not really, there's not much I can do about those. I don't even know what you want help with, right? If you can't take the time to to compose a rational question, then you're probably not going to be very, it's not going to be very rewarding to try to help you, right? I hate to say it like that, but, right? I don't, anyway, we won't go into that. Anyway, Squinton, morning anyone, how to access the EOS token after mainnet. EOS is another one of those where you've got to know somebody on the network in order to get started. So, but like with EOS, it's pretty big, and there's third-party services out there that will allow you to pay to get started, right? Unless you know someone wonderful like John who will send you the invite, right? I guess like if you network out like on Reddit or Twitter or Facebook or whatever, you can like find people out there that would be willing to invite you in to the EOS thing, right? Wow, John Fitzgerald Jacobs, what do you think about the amount of coins in the market? Will this not get the value of other coins down as they are becoming more and more different coins? That's a good question, right? There's a lot of people bash cryptocurrency because of the fact that anyone can create a coin and there's new coins being created all the time. And then this has kind of an inflationary effect on the entire market. That's a valid concern, but in order for a coin to be valuable and to be accepted, just if I go out and create a coin, I don't think it's going to water down the value of Bitcoin unless I put some effort into that coin, right? I have uh, a business plan that makes that coin useful or valuable to other people, right? The argument that anyone can create a coin and that waters down the entire market, uh, it doesn't hold much. I mean, that's true that anyone can create a coin, but a coin has to be useful. It has to have a plan. It has to have a team. And that's just like any business, right? It's almost like saying, why go to a restaurant when anyone can, create a restaurant? Won't that take business away from other restaurants? Yeah, anyone can set up a pot and start cooking soup on a table outside, but it's not going to take away from business and other restaurants until they've worked hard and gained clientele and all that stuff. So yeah, it's competitive out there, but I don't think that that's really uh, a detriment to the entire cryptocurrency sphere. The fact that there are more coins being created every day. Good coins will get created and succeed. Bad coins will get created and fail. It's kind of an open, free market. Just like anything, right? There are also currencies out there, right? Every country creates their own currency. Some currencies are strong, like the US dollar, the British pound, the Chinese yuan, right? Then other currencies like the Argentinian peso or, the Lebanese. I don't know what the name of the Lebanese currency is, but there are countries out there that have weak currency, right? It just depends, uh, but those sort of things, those fiat currencies, are also based on the strength of the country, right? Whether they've got the might and the reputation to back their currency up. So Bitcoin is a currency, but it's decentralized, right? Its might derives from its user base and the people that believe in it, but nobody controls it, all right? We've got Bitcoin, we've got Ethereum, and right now Ethereum is number two, but it has competitors, right? Um, Tron, EOS, Cardano is a big competitor. They're out there. All right. I wanted to move a little crypto around. Okay, I'll get to the email questions after I'm done with the live stream. What coins do you believe will increase in value over the next 5 years? That's a tough one, because I always say stick with the top 10 or 20, but you never know. 5 years from now, Ethereum may be number 25 or number 30, and Cardano might be number two or number one. We don't know. So just because they're in the top tier by market cap today doesn't mean they will be tomorrow, right? It's kind of guessing game. Now, one would hope, and rationally, you would say that these top tier coins by market cap are more likely to still be around in 5 years than, say, coin number 300, right? Or one of these lower end coins, right? But that's not a guarantee, right? And who knows? One of these, like number 300 coin, whatever, like we could take, all right, Dent coin, which is number 180. Hey, that could be number 5 in 5 years or 2 years. Or Harmony, right? There's a coin, Harmony One. That's kind of an up and coming coin. I didn't even mean to hit that coin, but I've heard of that. So Harmony might be number 10 in a year or two. Who knows? It's hard to know, right? Like I said, you would have to do heavy research. I don't do heavy research on the coins and their financial strength and the strength of their use case and their teams and all that stuff. I'm not that kind of researcher. I tend to when a coin is popular, I'll tend to, like for example, Cardano, I'll do a video on how you download and install the wallet and verify it and that kind of stuff. So, because I've done all that before and I've figured it out. And so, that's my area of expertise. And so, you can see here that I've uploaded fairly recently a couple of Cardano videos that you can watch if you subscribe to my channel. You don't have to subscribe to watch my videos, but I've got some standalone videos on how to move cryptocurrency around. And right now Cardano's hot, so I did a couple of videos on getting the wallet installed and using it. Right. Or how to buy Bitcoin on crypto.com or Coinbase, that kind of stuff. So, how-to stuff. That's me. All right, let's see if we can get this thing out. What is Cardano and why is it created? P.S. Thank you for answering all the questions. It really helps. Cardano is a cryptocurrency similar to Ethereum. Let's see where we are here. Right, as you know, let's go back to our top tier coins, right? Bitcoin is number one. It's a currency. Ethereum is number two. It's more of a virtual machine. It can create, it has the ability to create a smart contract on its network, right? It's like a living computer program, right? It's a decentralized computer program. And anyone can write code on the Ethereum network and create coins, create smart contracts. And many coins have been created on Ethereum that are called ERC20 tokens, like BAT. We were talking about BAT earlier. BAT is an ERC20 token, right? So, Ethereum was, the top tier right now is the top tier virtual machine cryptocurrency that you can create coins and smart contracts on. Cardano is an up and coming cryptocurrency that is trying to do pretty much the same thing, right? It's a decentralized network that you can write contracts on, write smart contracts, and create sub coins. And but it's not totally live yet, but it's got a lot of excitement around it, right? So each cryptocurrency that we see has its own use case, its own following, its own market share. XRP is more of a company that asks if it can it wants to provide a service to banks for major international transfers, make them cheaper and faster and safer, right? And then Tether is a stable coin tied to the US dollar that people can use to park their cryptocurrency gains on an exchange so that when the market goes down, Tether stays at the same value because it's tied to the US dollar, and allows you to jump in and out of cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin Cash is a fork off of Bitcoin, changed the code slightly, has a lot of followers. Bitcoin SV as well, also is a fork off of Bitcoin. A lot of people may not realize this, but Litecoin is also a fork off of Bitcoin. It's been around for a while. Its use case is that it's faster and the fees are lower for Litecoin transactions. Binance Coin is a coin based on the Binance cryptocurrency exchange. They created their own coin with their own network, and it can also create sub coins very similar to Ethereum, right? There are Binance sub coins. EOS we talked about a little bit also. It's one of those decentralized networks that also will allow you to create decentralized apps and smart contracts. Tezos is a coin that will allow you to stake. And then Cardano is like a new entry into that sphere of competitive, competing with Ethereum, EOS, Binance Coin, all of these coins that have functionality beyond just being a currency, right? Crypto.com coin is the native cryptocurrency of the Crypto.com uh, exchange, the phone-based exchange. They also have a web-based exchange, but that's not open for U.S. customers or Chinese or Hong Kong customers. But that's pretty big too. I've got the Crypto.com app on my phone. I think it's pretty cool. I can buy and sell cryptocurrencies. It's really great. And then we've got like the privacy-based coins. Tron is another coin there. That's also a decentralized app platform, right? Tron's number 17. That's Tron was up there at like number 7 a year ago, right? So like I said, you never know what's going to happen to a coin, right? Is it safe to say that cryptocurrencies are like shares of different projects that these coins are doing? If the project succeeds, the coin succeeds. Yeah, it's a pretty good analogy, right? If you want a piece of the Cardano network and you feel like down the road Cardano will be valuable and useful, then having some Cardano tokens will behoove you, right? You have some Cardano tokens and you store them somewhere, and when the value of the Cardano token goes up, then it will be like an investment, right? The value of the tokens that you own will also go up. So yeah, it's a pretty good analogy. It's like investing like a share of a project, right? So that's pretty cool. We can't mine Cardano, right? Right. Cardano is not a mineable coin. It's not a proof of work cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is a proof of work cryptocurrency. You can mine it if you buy a Bitcoin mining machine, right? You can't mine it on your computer or your phone. You need more hashing power than that, right? You got to buy specialized equipment. But you can mine Bitcoin if you want to. But Cardano is not mineable. It's a proof of work, right? It has nodes. It has a network like EOS, right? So the power to process transactions and create new Cardano is based on the proof of stake system, right? Where there are people, large nodes that process transactions, and then they earn Cardano by doing that, right? It's a different paradigm than Bitcoin, right? So Cardano supposedly took the best things from Bitcoin and Ethereum and combined them into a new ecosystem and cryptocurrency, right? But it's not really, there's not much functionality in it at the moment, right? It's there, but it hasn't really taken off yet. It will, hopefully, for them, right? I hope someday. Yeah. Price has been on the rise the last week, but then again, so is everything, right? Crypto noob here. Could you explain the difference between a limit order and a stop order on Coinbase? I'm not really. That's an investment thing. That's a trading thing. I don't know much about that kind of stuff, so I can't really answer that question. I can give you my best guess. A limit order is something where you commit to a trade ahead of time, and you say, okay, I have a certain amount of Bitcoin, and when it gets to a certain price, either an upper price or a lower price, then I'm going to sell or buy, something like that. Stop, I'm not sure, the very similar type of thing. Maybe the limit is like the upper end and the stop is the lower end. So it's like, okay, when this coin or this item or this stock gets to a certain price, there will be a automatic execution of a trade that I set up in advance, right? But like I said, I don't know the specifics, and I probably butchered that. But that's not really my forte, right? I don't claim to be an expert at trading. Do I mine coins? I have in the past, but I don't right now. It requires a little bit of time and effort just to get everything set up. and then you got to kind of leave the computer on. If it's mining, like your GPU is mining. Um, but I haven't done it in a while. I've got some videos on how to do it, and I definitely don't mine Bitcoin anymore. It's too expensive. You really have to have the right equipment, which require a capital investment to get started. Right? Scott's here. Jumped in just as I was about to wind things down. It's 10 o'clock. I've been on since 9. Uh, I hope. I don't know. Maybe if you're interested in trading, I would say go check out Crypto Bitcoin Chris. Let me see if I can find him. What is Crypto Revolution? I guess I haven't watched his channel in a while. I'm surprised he's usually at the top. Let's see, prepping, Crypto Lark. This is Crypto Revolution. I should know how to search these, but I guess I don't. Wow, I can't find him. I can just Google him. There he is. Right, so you can check out Chris's channel. That's his specialty, is trading. Right, he'll get you hooked up. He does, chart analysis, all that stuff. I think he pretty much still posts a video every day, and he's got like Patreon groups where he can do one-on-one and group sessions where he'll teach you how to trade. He'll teach you what a limit order is and what a stop order is and all that good stuff. Good guy. I've spoken with him on the phone a few times. We pick each other's brains occasionally. Nice guy, hardworking guy. So if you're interested in learning how to trade and in that whole scene, that would be I would direct you to him, right? So that's great. I'm going to sign off. I didn't really get a chance to move much crypto around today, but tune in next week or tune in on Friday, and I'll buy some Bitcoin and I'll move it from one place to another, show you how the transfers work and how the wallets work and all that. We talked a lot today. I hope you guys got something out of what I talked about. Don't forget, I do the live stream on Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me for the live Q&A from Michigan, where you can throw out questions, and I'll do my best to get them answered. And then, of course, please join me here again next week at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Bitcoin Basics. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.